things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks offense will get the first possession of the game. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game when you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively. And we've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it. And it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about, listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Looking for a deep man. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if they intended to.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Ducks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So the Oregon State Beavers offense has its first opportunity of the day. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Gets it out fast. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams.
He's loose. just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it and forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A designed run for the quarterback. Got the first down and more. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now on the option. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 15 at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1890. They stripped it out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got it and still on his feet. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. They just keep firing. He's got the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When offense starts to get inside the 5, defensively, I get more and more aggressive. I get closer and closer to my guy. I got to understand that ball comes out. It's tight windows. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Touchdown, Oregon State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 after the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Takes a handoff. It's Hankerson. Plows through the defense. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Got it behind the line. It's Hankerson. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Beavers will punt it away on 4th down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. Under fire. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Hughes. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Moore. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. He'll toss it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Out across the 40 and forced out of defense is clicking.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the first down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Snap to the back. Quick strike complete. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clemens. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Slips a tackle. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to...
Oh, he's got some space. It's a seam wide open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd. Because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
The One thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Here's a heat. And the misconnection on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws it back. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
Pocket breaking down. And they can't make the play on third down. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Ocean from the wideout. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do if they've been a... Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 work. running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off play action on first down. He's got him. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, get a really nice throw in that.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Caught over the middle, it's Clemens. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Murphy. It's complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Right now, the Beavers have the Ducks all dammed up as Oregon State extends its lead.
No, you're right, Reese. Oregon State came into this one juiced up, and they've been clicking on all cylinders, David, offensively and on the defensive side.
Well, you can tell they're playing with a ton of emotion, a ton of energy. They're always the underdog. Everybody expects Oregon to win the football game. Oregon State, they have brought it.
On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. All the way out to the 46-yard line before he's run out of bounds, and what a job by this special teams unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Touch pass on the run. Find some fresh air. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. The offense changing the play. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back, he wants to throw the football, he sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the first down, but way to pull the trigger, run it with authority.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Firing to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. Third down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. From the gun. Give on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Upton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The option look. Now the pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. Play for this offense as they get into the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the ground, it's Hughes. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He'll have enough for the first down, and that is likely how we'll wrap up the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air. Snagged out of the air. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes...
Oh, the ball popped out. That was a way to mess up a drive. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking to get it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They want to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got room to work. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Beavers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Murphy. Quick completion on the out. At the 35, he's got room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Walker. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the outside to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Huge moment coming here as they try to quiet this raucous, crazy crowd. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Escapes, and the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights. Good. Move on top.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He leaves it with the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down.
Kearney on the Jets. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and the running game getting the job done. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tight end now in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They'll move the tight end. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Turning it on. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Oregon. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all...
Makes the grab down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Here's the pressure. Boom. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Walker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Rush is on him. He'll flip it up to the back. He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So as they've done so